Alright, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about finding the mean of a symmetric distribution. And boy, did I tell you, my kids drove me crazy with this one because they got a little bit confused, so that's why I made another video. So please, if this is helpful to you, please let me know, share, like, leave a comment. If you're one of my students, please do not put any personal information in the comments, such as what school you go to and what city and all those kind of things, and that goes for anyone else. All right, let's get into it. Pen. All right, so the mean of symmetric. Symmetric means it's equal on both sides. If you notice here, I have one dot here, one here. We have three here, and two in the middle. So if I split this down the middle, you see it would be symmetric. Exactly the same on this side. We have four dots here, and two in the middle. So that is symmetric. All right. Now you see here also a dot plot is sometimes called a line plot. We're finding the mean. The mean means average. So we're finding the average by adding the total number of sets and dividing by that set number. Now, here, I did this morning, or with my other students, we just counted the number of dots. That's going to give us our divisor or a dividend. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 total. So that's how many dots I have. So that's our denominator or divisor, because you know fraction is another way to divide. All right, so with that now, here's the tricky part that kind of confused my students. And you can pause this anytime if you want to either write this down or do it before and check your answer here. Now, each of these dots represents the number that's corresponding down at the bottom. So this dot here represents 1. Since I only have one dot, that dot is worth just 1. Here I have 1, 2, 3 dots. Each of those dots are worth the number 2. So I have actually 2, 2, 2. If I add them all up, that's going to give you a total of 6. Or you can just multiply 2 by the number of dots. We have 3 dots, so 2 times 3 equals 6. Same thing here. Each dot represents the number 3 because it's right there. I can add them up and that will give me 6. Or I can do 3 times 2, which gives you the same number. If you want to pause here and see if you can figure out the rest, go ahead, and then continue to see if you got the same answer. I have 3 dots here. Each dot is worth 4, so 4 times 3 is 12. Here I only have 1 dot, but that dot is worth 5. So now we have our values of numbers. So what we're going to do, and if you want to use a calculator, you can, or if you want to use a mental math or put it on paper, I need to add 1 plus 6 plus 6 plus 12 plus 12. So in my calculator, I need to put my peepers on. So we have 1 plus 6 plus 6 plus 12 plus 5, and the total is 30. That is our numerator or dividend. Remember earlier we counted the total number of dots, and I believe we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 10 dots. So that is 10 over 30. There's a couple of ways we can do this. So we want to do 10 divided by 3, or 30 divided by 3, 10. 30 divided by 10, which would give you 3. So that is our average for this symmetric distribution. Another way you could have done it, here's a little trick also, that if they end in 0, you can just cross out the zeros, which would give you 3 over 1. And we know 3, or any number of 1, will be that number. So hopefully that helped out, especially my students in my classroom today who struggle with this one. We'll try again tomorrow. So if you like it, please share it with someone else. If you have any questions, please leave a comment as well. Thank you. Have a great day.